Dear student, good morning to all of you. You are welcome in my class of economics of standard 9. You have to study lesson number 3 and name of the chapter is Poverty a Challenge. Do you know this thing? Poverty is the greatest challenge problem in the world. You know also India is the second largest populous country in the world. So you can imagine lot of people in India are poor. Their life is very meager, very bad. They cannot get today's meal in a day. They can't provide clothes, medical facility, education and other requirement to their children. So they are living in very bad condition. So regarding the poverty, first point we have to study that poverty line. Poverty line is decided by the government or by the other institution which take the survey from different countries poverty level. It is depend on the economic condition, how much they are earning, what is their income. I have taught you regarding the poverty, that means according to NSSO, I have taught you National Sample Survey Organization. According to this organization, in year 2011 and 12, RH 816 is the rural poverty line and RS 1000 is urban poverty line. This is the criteria related in India. The people who are living in village, their requirement is less in comparison to the person, those who are living in cities and town, different towns of India. Things are costly in town in comparison to villages. That's why RS 816 is a amount given for the poverty line in rural area and RS 1000 is urban poverty line. Other information is that suppose 5 members of a family. Suppose that in a family of 5 members, they are living and they need some amount for that. That means RS 4080. That means it is for rural. RS 4080 rupees is that amount for person of 5 per month. It is for the rural areas. And other urban RS 5000 per month is required for the 5 member of a family. If their earning is 4080 rupees according to data of 2011 and 12, they are earning 4,080 rupees per month. That means they are under the poverty line. And the people who are living in urban areas means शहर महानगर में रहते हैं, उनके लिए 5,000 per month as a poverty line decided by the different survey organization. Do you know this thing? One important thing: every fourth person, every fourth person in India is poor. On this species, we can imagine that how many people are poor or spending their life under the poverty line. And this poverty line criteria is decided according to their income in different countries. Suppose there are developing country, underdeveloping country, and not developing country. Developed, developing, underdeveloped. Three categories are countries in the world. The developing country income is, developed country income is very high. Just now I am going to give you one example. Suppose in America, a person who has a car, that person is coming under the poverty line. While if you are in India and having a car, your life is luxurious. That means you are rich. So this is the criteria of poverty line. It is decided by the different countries according to their economic condition. Now there are some states in India also. They have also materialized their poverty line. They have developed their people according to different works. Have you heard the name of Kerala? Kerala government developed human resources. They have spent a lot of money for the development of their people. That's why their poverty line is less. Have you heard the name of West Bengal? West Bengal government equalize the land among the people through distribution of land. West Bengal government has minimized its poverty line. Poverty people, poor people. Have you heard the name of Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh? That government distributes grain and minimize the poverty line. These are the states, some example in front of you. And you are living in Bihar. Bihari peoples, Odisha government has lot of poor people, and maximum inhabitants of these states are poor and living under the poverty line. These are the criteria. And I have told you and written every fourth person in India is poor. Imagine yourself. According to the imagination of 2020, the population of India is 130 crores. So every fourth person of 130 crore, you can find out these people are living under the poverty line. So it is the criteria which shows the poorness of our country. So many areas are there in which people are doing hard labor and they have changed their poverty line. their income has been increased. So now they are not living under the poverty line. So these are the criteria. These are the condition of Indian people. I am going to give you some example of Indian state Tamil Nadu. How the people are living under the poverty. There was a person living in a village of Tamil Nadu. That name of the village is Karur. There were 100 families in the Karur village. There was one person, his name was Shiv Raman. He was, by the caste, he was the cobbler. Do you know cobbler? A person who makes shoes for others or repair the shoes, that person is known as cobbler. Professionally, by caste, he was the scheduled caste. His work was to make the shoes, but he was not really involved in his profession. He was working in a factory. Do you know this thing? Tamil Nadu is famous for textile work. So he was working in a textile mill and earning 1,500. There were 8 members. Shiv Raman, his wife, and 4 children and 1 unmarried sister. His father has died and he had 1 sister. She was ready for marriage, that means she was unmarried. But he hadn't money to manage his marriage. He hadn't lot of money to search a bridegroom. लड़की की शादी करने के लिए, दूल्हा खोजने के लिए उसके पास पैसे नहीं थे ताकि वो अपनी बहन की शादी करती. फैमिली की अर्निंग बहुत कम थी. His wife Sasikala, she was also working and she was getting 1,000 rupees. So 1,500 his income and his wife income was 1,000 rupees. Total income become 2,500. So imagine yourself, he has 4-5 children and one mother, she was living in a village. He needs some money to send his mother for her treatment because she was suffering from TB. So you can imagine how the people are living under the poverty line. So when his children, that means son, becomes his age to go to school, he was not able to send his children in the school due to the lack of money. He was not capable to provide education to his children. So you can imagine how the people who are living under the poverty line spending their life, how they are managing for 2-time meals, because without meal we cannot alive, जीवित नहीं रह सकते हैं. Just you know this thing, lot of laborers are coming from other state by a special train. These trains are coming at their destination after 80 hours, 70 hours late, and there is no arrangement of food in that Shramik Express coachage. So many people are dying with hunger. It is the example of current time of COVID-19 period. What it shows? It shows that lot of people of India are spending their life under the poverty line. So they are dying with hunger. So it is the criteria for the poverty line in our country. Governments are taking lot of steps to improve the condition of poor people in our country. Now we are going to study about that poverty estimate. That was the first heading, poverty line. Now the second one is poverty estimate. I am going to rub your board. So all these things will be beneficial for you according to the data. Now I am explaining, discussing all these things briefly regarding poverty estimates. Poverty estimates. It is the heading, second heading in this lecture. I have told you, and you can imagine also, in India, after decades, decade, do you know this? Decade means 10 years. After decades, there is a decline in the ratio of poor people, poverty line, because lot of facilities are given by the government, so people are able to increase their income. So they are excluding from this list, excluding, do you know? Bahar nikalna. Excluding from this list and becoming or spending their life very easily, smoothly, not a luxurious life. So it is the estimates, and I am going to explain you by the data. You can see it is the year, and this is the million. So you can see it is the poverty estimate. I am going to show you that millions people, that means it is the combination of rural plus urban. Poverty, year 2004 and 5. There was 407 million poor people. 407 million people together from rural and urban areas were poor and spending their life under the poverty line. You can see after 10 years how it is going to decline. Now I am going to write, now that means 2009 and 10. These 407 million people decrease, that means decline, and it's become 355 million people together, means rural and urban areas were spending their life under poverty line. Now the next year, the data of 2011 and 12 shows that there were 270 million people under the poverty line. According to Indian system, 27 crores. So it is the year 2020. This way, this poverty line, poverty people are decreasing year by year. Why? Because technology developed, new factories developed, established, inaugurated, and lot of people are getting employment in that factories. Their income raise. If the income is raised, they will excluded from the poverty line. So you can see these are the estimation of poverty line. Now every year in all the countries, people are living their life smoothly. Why? Because their income has been increased. There is other term which is called vulnerable groups. That means, in the other word, we can say that the people who are not educated, they are not included in the social communities. Their life is poor. Standard of living is poor, bad. So they are called vulnerable group. That means group. So these groups have got the name of scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, other class age, urban unskilled labor, and rural unskilled labor. So I have to make a graph in front of you. That means I am going to make a graph. This age 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. That means people under 100. अब ये इमेजिनेशन हमें करना है 100 में कितने लोग आपके इनकम कम है और उनका vulnerable ग्रुप्स कौन सा है. So you can see I will draw a graph. It is the graph of ST. ST people are 43. That means 43 it may be here. It can be drawn like this. It is the graph of ST groups. The second graph tells us about the scheduled caste, whose is that 29. It shows the 29 ST group. SC group. ST group is that 43 and SC group is 29. After that, average Indian, they are 22 out of 100. Out of 100, 22. Average group. It is the 22 out of 100 people. The next one, rural labor. It has 34. 34 means it will be here. 34 rural labor. That means it is 34. Now urban is also, it is 34 urban labor. This graph can show that in India, out of 100, I have given here, out of 100, 43% of the ST groups are vulnerable. That means they are downtrodden people. And after that, second graph is scheduled caste group, who are 29 out of 100. We can write the other one, average group. That means average Indian who are spending their life That means this graph shows that 22 people out of 100 are spending their life under the vulnerable life. The next one, that means India is the combination of rural areas as well as the urban areas. The condition of rural scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and other skilled, unskilled persons are 34 out of 100. So these are the data given by NSHO, National Sample Survey Organization, World Bank, IMF. There are different organizations which estimate poverty. We can write all these things in word also. Scheduled tribes. Scheduled tribes, that means 43%. 43 out of 100%. Scheduled caste, they are 29 out of 100%. The next one is that average Indian. Average Indian. Do you know thing? Average Indian means what? Not the people of scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. Because I have given you data regarding the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe and other persons are coming under the categories of average Indian. They have what? 22 out of 100. It shows that means the condition of average Indian are increasing, improving. The next point is that rural labor. Rural labor. That means they are 34 out of 100%. The last point I will explain is that urban labor. The people who are living in town, they are called urban. They are also 34 out of 100%. So these are the term and condition for the poverty line. Now you have to study forward in this chapter regarding poverty line. I will explain new more thing in the next lecture. Thank you. Have a nice day.